Hello and welcome to the test kitchen here at the offices of PMQ. I'm Brian Hernandez, and today I'm joined in the kitchen by our guest chef, Bruno, who's going to show us how to make this fantastic dish, Gamberoni Mediterranean. So Bruno, tell us a little bit about this dish.
Well, we have artichokes, we have tomatoes, we got olives, we got pepperoncino, we have parsley, and we have basil leaves and a touch of garlic. That's it.
And it's all surrounded with these shrimp.
You're right. The whole idea is you got to have more shrimps than anything else.
Okay.
Because you got to put some flavor in the shrimps. And as you taste it, you don't taste the fish. You taste the flavor of the tomatoes, the artichokes, and this is it.
All right, Bruno. So we're going to take this back to the beginning and show these folks step by step how to make Gamberoni Mediterranean. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start some of the prep work. This is just a giant red tomato. We're going to cut this into cubes.
All right, number one, what you do, make sure the tomatoes are washed and clean, okay? Because you never know what goes on out there in the farms. Okay, so we're going to clean them out. This is trash. Then the inside, that's the way I do it, but watch your fingers when you do that. So keep your fingers out. Cut the middle out. Yeah, pull it right out, okay?
Okay. Top and the bottom gone.
All right, then cut little skin off, and then you use this as a base so the tomato doesn't move on you, okay?
Okay.
So it's easy to work with. So you go half like this, and you go like this, half over here. Now don't forget, we're making cubes. So don't cut it too small because otherwise when you're in the frying pan, then they'll disintegrate.
The difference between cubes and diced?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, see? This is beautiful, perfect, see?
Very nice.
What you want.
So we are here now, and next step in the prep for this...
We're back again.
The Gamberoni Mediterranean is we need to do our clove of garlic and our artichokes.
All right, this is a whole garlic. We need one clove, okay? When I say one, I mean one clove. People having hard time trying to, take the peel off. Just go like this, see? And it's that. So you just keep that on the side. You don't have to chop it up for what we're doing. Just keep it here. All right, now, we have artichokes. I don't know if people are familiar with this. I love artichokes. I think for what you're paying for, it's a lot of waste. Because you have to.
Right. People are used to working with the artichoke hearts that you get prepackaged, so on and so forth.
All right. So what I'm doing here, this is all waste. Can't do nothing with it. You understand? So you do this. All right. Now we're going to show you what we're looking for. All this is good.
Okay. And that is still part of stem. It's when you start getting down to the whiter part of the meat.
That's what we're looking for, okay. Yeah. Okay, now, all right. The inside is no good.
You said the inside's no good?
No, this you cannot eat that. So
purple.
So you have to, we call it a beard. Yeah. See?
Looking at about pinky size cut here.
You got it.
For the slices.
All right. We are going to put this in the frying pan to soften them up a little. What I'm going to do, I'm going to blanch the shrimps, okay? And then we're going to take the skins out, okay? Half a cup of water, okay? Not too much. This water's got to be thrown away or it's going to stink. We're going to put a pinch of salt.
Okay.
While we'll do that, we're going to turn the shrimp. See how they change in color?
Yeah, they're getting pink versus the brown they've started.
See?
Color shrimp everybody's used to seeing.
Correct. That doesn't mean they're done yet, but So we have a long way to go. But that's a sign that you have to flip them.
Next step, what do we have to do with these?
We're going to have to ice them down and cool them down, then peel them, and then get them ready for the process.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start blanching these shrimps now.
Okay. Once they cool off, we're going to take the skin off. Okay. While we're waiting for these shrimps to cool off, we get into the next project, which is what? That's why I got you here.
Yeah, so now we got to get a skillet, put some garlic, oil, and salt, and basil, and get all that kind of going up. And then after that's all boiling up and ready to go, we'll put the shrimps into that after they are deshelled so that we can get them to absorb the flavor of what we've just cooked up.
So go like this. See? Now, what a lot of restaurants do, they put them on the freezer.
Now I see this guy right here. He's already kind of come out of his shell, and that's the head right there.
Correct.
Just boiling it up, kind of loosen them up so they'll come out of the shell nicely, right?
All right, now we're going to shell them out. Okay, now we're ready to skin the poor fish.
Yes. Here we go.
All right, so get over here, pull the heads out. See, boom. You saw how I did it, right?
Head popped right off.
The head will pop right out.
Take the legs and the shell.
And then you go from there, right?
That's the part you're looking for right there, the beefy part.
Okay. And thanks to my guy here, he's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, now this we don't need. You could dump that.
Okay.
This we don't need. Now we got to devein these, you see?
Okay, and deveining is taking them down the back.
If they're clean, they're clean. You leave it alone. This is clean. Okay?
Okay.
This is little... You had a problem this morning.
That's right down the spine, correct?
Yeah, see? So you have to do this under running water, okay?
As
you got to remove that.
As unpleasant as it may be, it's a very essential part of the process. Deveining the shrimp.
Put them over here, and then we're going to wash these, okay? All right, now, my recipe calls for pepperoncino, okay? But don't go crazy with it. So what you do, you take 1/4 of a whole one. And, you know.
So pepperoncino is not like banana peppers like most people tend to mistake.
Well, that is not jalapeno, really. It's
not
pepperoncino. Jalapeno is too brutal, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is just the red
It's spicy, right? Okay. This runs in the family of the pepper flake, you know, the flake? Okay.
Right.
Now,
Here's the other half of that.
all right. So, okay. So we got this done. Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to need to add some oil,
Oil.
garlic, and basil.
Okay. Medium heat. Oil. Okay, the garlic we went over before. See, put the whole thing in there, right?
No, we did. We just crushed it to get the skin off of it.
All right,
we
now
just throw it in there.
you put the basil.
Okay. So how much basil are we looking to add into these?
I will put 3 leaves.
3 leaves. Whole leaves, or do we rip them up?
No, just throw it in. Just throw them in. Okay.
That's a small leaf, so I'll add another little head.
What are we doing?
Okay, so now we've got the oil going with our basil and garlic, so we're going to add some cubed tomatoes, not diced. Right. Cubes are a lot bigger.
Make sure that the garlic is golden, not too overdone.
So you want to brown it on each side?
And the basil is like this.
Okay.
All right, now. If you've never done this before, be careful with the flames. Let them cook a little.
Okay.
Medium heat. Okay.
Okay, so now we have some of the red peppers, pepperoncinos cut up, ready to go, about 1/4 of a pepper. We got some sprig parsley as well, ready to go. We are currently browning the tomatoes, the artichokes, the garlic.
We're trying to, yeah, we are trying to blend the flavors in together.
Bringing it all out in the olive oil on medium heat.
Okay, now I'm going to put the pepperoncini in. Okay?
That was just a quarter of a pepper. Is that going to be enough to get the flavors you need?
Yes. Once the meal is done, if you want it spicy, you put extra by yourself.
Okay. It's almost a flavor to taste.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Now, do you want to crush the tomatoes at all? Or
No, I want to crush it. Trying to get some juice out because as you're going along, you see that it's drying up. So you want to keep it alive. So try to, you know, the tomatoes to get some juice out of it.
So like some of the bigger ones, you might want to just kind of squeeze down
Right.
a little bit.
Yeah, but we want to keep chunks.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget we need the salt and pepper now. Easy on the salt because the shrimps are very salty.
All right. So we take some salt. We'll just sprinkle that on.
All right.
Some sea salt. We got some fine sea salt going.
Salt and pepper.
We'll take some pepper. Get that on there too. It's also a good strong flavor.
That is good. You got it. All right.
Okay. So now we're going to take about quarter cup of chopped sprig parsley.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Chopped sprig parsley.
All right. As you can see, the juice is starting to come out. Put the parsley in.
Okay, so now we're going to add our parsley over top of our tomato, artichoke, garlic, basil, olive oil.
See, the juice is coming out. That's what we want. Okay. Once we add the shrimps in, it won't take long because the shrimps are already pre-cooked. We're going to start with the shrimps now, right?
Okay, so we're adding the shrimps just one by one, placing them out evenly. Get some heat and distribution on those shrimp.
I would like another spoon of olive oil.
Another spoon of olive oil.
So if you cut the tomato too small, you you ruin the whole purpose.
Does it become more of a sauce or does it just disappear?
Disappear. It will disappear.
It looks delicious. That's coming from someone who doesn't eat much seafood.
Well, if
It smells good.
if I hear anybody complain about this dish,
no complaints here, chef. No
they're
complaints.
gonna go in the frying pan. Just to make it look pretty. You know, olives goes good with fish. You know that.
Oh yes, these are just green olives and olive oil. And this works as an entree or as a side to any kind of pasta dish you want to produce. Some sprigs of parsley on the top.
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Get yourself some pasta to go with it. Okay. This is Chef Bruno, Mediterranean Seafood, Gamberoni.
All right, well, that's all the time we have today here at the PMQ Kitchen. I'd like to thank our special guest, Chef Bruno, fresh from his tour in Sicily. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here. To find this recipe, check out our recipe bank at pmq.com/recipebank. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we hope to see you next time in the PMQ Test Kitchen. Also, be sure to subscribe or renew your subscription to PMQ Pizza Magazine at pmq.com/subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.